Okay, today we are going to be learning and looking at setting. We have seen setting before, but just to review what setting is where and when the story takes place. So, where did the story happen? Did it happen in space, at the house, in a castle, in a train? Where exactly did it happen? Setting is also when a story happens. When did it take place? When did the story take place? What time did it take place? At 5:30, in the afternoon, in the morning, at night? Also, like, what month? Was it in May? Was it in April? What season was it in? Was it in winter? Was it in fall? Was it in spring? How did it look out in that setting or that place that they're talking about in the story? That is what setting is, and that's what we will be focusing on today in our lesson. Now that we know what we need to focus on, I want us to pay close attention during the reading about like where and when the story is taking place. Okay, today we are going to be reading the book Abby Visits the Big City. It's the Big City, the City Mouse and the Country Mouse remix. It's by Connie Caldwell Miller, and it's illustrated by Victoria Asanelli. So we're going to pay close attention to this to see what the setting is in this story. Okay, let's begin. It says, "She is here! She's here!" Abby shouted to her parents. Abby's cousin Liz was coming for dinner. Abby couldn't wait to show Liz around her family's farm. So, what are the two characters that we just found out about in the story? The two characters are Abby and Liz. Where is Liz coming from? We still don't know, but where does Abby live? She lives in a farm. So that is our setting. For right now, her cousin Liz is coming to Abby's house or Abby's setting, which is a farm where she lives. She lives out in the country where there's a lot of trees, there's a lot of grass, there's animals. Let's continue reading. Abby gave her cousin a big hug. "Hi, Liz," said Abby. "I'm so glad you could come." Liz was from the big city. City life was busy, and Liz had never been to a farm. So Liz is from the city, and Abby is from the country, from the farm. Her family has a farm. So, and they just described that the city is busy. Let's continue reading. "The baby pigs were just born," Abby told Liz. "I'll show you." Liz did not like the smell of the hog barn. Before long, Abby's mother called the girls for dinner. What do we see in the background? What do we see here in this picture? We see that there's lots of grass, trees. Do we see any buildings? No, we don't. We don't see any buildings. Do we see skyscrapers? No, we don't see skyscrapers. We see lots of trees, lots of vegetation, lots of grass, bushes, and we see animals. They're looking at the little pigs. They were just born. Does Abby like how it smells there? No, she doesn't really like how it smells. Now, let's keep reading. Let's see what they're going to eat for dinner. Abby's mother dished up a plate for Liz. Liz looked at the food in surprise. "Is this the food you always eat, Abby?" Abby looked at her plate. It was pork chops, green beans, and a biscuit. Abby said, "Yes, this is my favorite meal." Excuse me. So, what are they going to eat? They're going to eat pork chops and green beans and biscuit. Excuse me. Does Liz look excited? No, she probably eats different foods and she's not used to this because she's from the city. We're gonna see what we see in the city. But right now, Abby is so excited. You see how happy she is, and her mom is so happy because this is Abby's favorite food. They're used to eating this kind of food in the country. Let's see what happens next. Liz said, "In the city, we have all kinds of food. Pizza, pasta, tacos, burritos, even sushi. It's much fancier than its food. Than this food." Abby didn't know what to say. They didn't have those foods on the farm. So what does Liz eat? What is she used to eating in the city? In the city they eat pizza, tacos, spaghetti, sushi, but Abby does not eat that there in the farm. They have two different types of foods. They eat two different types of foods in the two different settings that we see in this book. Okay, it says, Liz went on, "You should come eat in the city tomorrow. You'll see." Abby enjoyed the food her parents served, but she did want to see the big city. Abby looked at her parents. "May I go?" she asked. Her parents nodded yes. Abby is so excited. She is so excited to go see the city and try different foods. So let's see how the city looks. Okay, right now, before we continue reading, what do we see here? Where are we? Yes, we're in a restaurant. There's a lot of people, right? There's so many people, and it looks like they're having a good time and they're eating and enjoying dinner. Well, let's see what it says. The next day, Abby went with Liz and Liz's parents to the city. The lights of the city were beautiful. They chose a fancy Italian restaurant for dinner. It was crowded. Crowded means that there's a lot of people. They waited for a long time. Because there was so many people, they had to wait in line to be able to get a table so that they could eat dinner. So we can tell that in the city, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people compared to the country or in the farm where there's not many people. It's less people and it's not crowded. And it also said that in the city, there's lots of lights. We see lots of lights at night. It's super bright. So that's what we see here. Now let's go to the next page. Finally, they sat us down and ordered their food. All around, people were talking and shouting. Pots and pans were banging. Abby was nervous. The food was tasty, but she felt rushed to get out of the busy restaurant. We see now Abby, she kind of feels like she's being rushed. Look at her face compared to Liz's face when Liz is used to all of this. Liz is used to being rushed and everything being fast paced and everyone shouting and there being a lot of people in the restaurant and hearing a lot of banging and pots and pans. She's used to that, but Abby is not used to that. Abby is from the country, and in the country there's not many people. It's very quiet and calm. So they're both learning about their two different settings. So now let's keep reading. Okay, what do we see? Before we continue reading, what do we see here? There's lots of lights. Look at all of these signs. They have lights. There's cars. There's a building. There's a street where the cars drive. There's sidewalks, where the people walk. There's bicycles and there's other people. There's a lot going on in the city compared to in the farm, in the country. There's not many people, remember. Okay, let's continue reading. After dinner, Liz and Abby walked to the car. They stepped off the curb together. Suddenly, a car zoomed by them, honking loudly. Both girls were forced backwards. That car almost hit us, Abby shouted. Abby was so scared, the car almost hit them. So now we can see that it's very loud, very bright, and there's a lot of people in the city. Everyone say city. This is the setting of the city. This is how the setting looks in the city. Where the story is taking place, remember? Let's go back. Well, let's finish the story and then we can see how the country looked. The girls were safe, but Abby was tired of the city and ready to go home. She looked at Liz. Your food is fancier here, but I would rather eat simple food in peace and safety than eat fancy food and be in danger. Liz looked surprised. Then she said, I guess there are good things about both places. So we can see that both places are different. Let's go back to see how the country looked. This is the setting of the country. There was trees, and no buildings, very little people. We don't see a lot of people walking around, right? Nope. But in this one, we see lots of people. We see lots of people here. And we see a street, cars, people walking around. You see all of these people walking around, and it's bright. There's a lot of lights. So those are the two different settings. We're talking about the setting in the farm and the setting in the city. Okay, remember, this is a city. And the one we just saw right now with the grass and the trees, that's the country. Okay, now let's continue. Today you are going to do a writing response, okay? I want you to put your name, and I'll wait for you. Okay, now that you have written your name, if you haven't finished writing your name, it's okay, you can finish writing it after. But now let's look at what we need to do in this assignment, okay? So, it says the setting of a story is, I won't be able to help you in this assignment. This is an assignment for a grade. So remember, just try to remember what we said setting was. Okay, think what we said setting was. And you're going to write your sentence here. You're going to write what setting is. And then you have two sections. You have one drawing here and one drawing here, okay? On the first drawing, I would like for you to draw a setting of a farm. Okay, I want you to draw a setting of a farm. Farm, okay? We are drawing the farm first. So first draw the farm and then push pause on the video. Okay, now that you've pushed play on the video, that means that you already drew your setting of the farm. Your drawing should have 3 details. Before we continue here, I want to explain what 3 details means. This is an example of a picture, okay? I drew trees, a sky, clouds, grass, and a cow, okay? So here, in this assignment, you need to add 3 labels to your picture. What are labels? Labels, these are labels. This is a label. It's when you put an arrow on something and you describe what it is. So this arrow is pointing to the tree. This arrow is pointing to a barn. This arrow is pointing to a cow. Yes, a cow. So these are my three labels in my picture. I am showing you this is a tree, this is a barn, and this is a cow, okay? So you need to draw three labels that are explaining your picture of a farm, okay? So you need